So if you have decided to make the brave decision and sell your home in 2023, and now you're asking yourself, why isn't my house selling? Or why am I not getting the showings that I'd like to have? Let's spend a couple minutes and talk about the 3 reasons why you may not be getting the activity that you like. So let's jump into the nitty-gritty. Nobody wants to talk about this, but more often than not, the number 1 reason that's preventing your home from selling is the pricing. Overpricing will keep a home stagnant more than any other item. Doesn't matter how good it looks, how well you've staged it, where the location is, what the view is like. If you've overpriced it, it's gonna sit. So then, Victoria, if you're gonna list a home, how do you pick the price? Or how do you give the price suggestion? I go into an appointment. I think it's important personally to look at the competition properties that are on the market right now. How do those look? How are they priced? And how's that going to compare with your home? Then we want to look at the closed comps because we can see the whole history of those. Where did they start? Did they have to lower the price? How long did it take? And what type of buyers are buying in your neighborhood? This is going to help us understand what kind of offers we should get, what we should be prepared for, and who I should be targeting in my marketing. Now, oftentimes I've seen one or more of the comparable houses that I bring to you, but I'm also going to bring a tablet with me so that I can show you, here are the photos of the competition. Where do you think you fall in these? Let's look at it together and decide if we think that you should price higher, lower, or the same as these competitors. Now, once you've gone through the comps and you've picked the right price with your real estate agent, you're going to want to talk to them about staging and presentation. Staging and presentation is going to include both the inside and the outside of the property. The reason for that is I've had multiple buyers where we cruise up and I'm like, this is going to be it. This house is beautiful inside. It matches all their needs. They're going to love it. And we pull up and they take one look and go, we don't want to go in. We don't like it. Curb appeal is real, folks. And if you want to get people in the door, you want that yard to look nice too. Trim back trees, trim back bushes, cut the grass, try and make it look as nice as it can. Freshen up landscaping, anything you can do to make it look nice. Presentation on the inside of the home is pretty easy. Think flat surfaces, free of clutter. We don't want any clutter. If you need to take up the garage or a spare bedroom in the house to avoid clutter, great, we can work with that. Now, I personally think that touches of your life are okay in the home. I've had buyers walk in and if they see a home that's too sterile, they immediately think that they're selling because someone died. I'm not saying they actually did. I'm just saying it's hard to get that out of a buyer's mind. Now, if you've gotten through pricing and made sure you priced it correctly, and you've talked about your interior and exterior presentation, let's talk about odor. Now, this is an uncomfortable topic that nobody wants to bring up to you. Hey, I think your house smells. But it needs to be done. It's better if you do it with your realtor or have a family or friend come by and tell you, hey, I still think I can smell where Lucky peed in the guest bedroom. Anything like that. It's better for that to come up with your realtor or your friend than in a showing where we can't take it back. So if you go the route of having your carpets professionally cleaned, you are going to want to do that at least 4 to 5 days before you're going to have any visitors in the home because it can be accompanied by its own odors. So the other item we want to discuss as far as presentation of the home is your maintenance items. Sometimes it's not necessarily that you need to remodel the home or put new flooring in. It's just the routine maintenance items that we all get busy and forget to do sometimes. So you're talking freshening up paint. If you have a bunch of splotches on the wall from where you took pictures down and you spackled it but you never painted over it, let's repaint that wall. Don't paint spots because then it looks like your wall has chicken pox. But things like that. Do you have peeling paint on your fascia? Maybe go scrape it. Spruce it up. Things like that will help. They're going to influence your curb appeal and they're going to show a buyer that there's less work for them to come in and do when they purchase a home. Now, if you have reached the point of expiring, whether it's 4 months or 6 months, and your realtor has not been able to get the property sold, it does not mean you have a bad agent. If you are considering extending with them, you should ask yourself and ask them if they're the right person for the job, if they have changed anything on their marketing that they offer to you to help What didn't happen in the last 6 months happened in the next 6 months. Was there a lot of price changes involved? Did you start high and have to come down over the couple months and now you're at a reasonable market value? You may want to stay with that same agent. If you look up an agent and find that their sales are not what they said they were, or they're not willing to make any changes in the marketing, you may want to find yourself a different agent after you've expired. If you have any questions, you can always DM me, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube for more.